Being a mom is such a high calling and such a great responsibility. And today I want to dive in a little bit deeper with you about what it takes to be a better mom, as a godly wife, as a godly mother, as a child of God, and a follower who lives set apart, different from mothers of the world, different from the norm, different from the mainstream media. So if you're new here, I'm Bianca, and I help mothers to live more intentionally in their parenting, to help wives connect more in their marriages, and to do it all in a set apart way, to take your thoughts captive and live like God wants us to. So if that's what you're into, please stick around, subscribe, and become part of our family, our Bros fam. So let's dive into it, sister. So the first thing that we should be doing to be a better mom is pray. Pray, pray, pray. The God says that if you lack wisdom, we need to ask for it, and we do not need to ask for it faithfully without doubting that He's going to give us, because then we're just like a double-minded fool. So in James, he calls us and he says, ask me for the wisdom that you need. Ask me to figure out what you need to do, and then trust that He is going to give you that wisdom. Trust that He's going to show you the way and be the light. What is it? It's Psalm 102, which says He is the lamp to my feet and the light to my path, and I need to follow that path, and I need to follow Him, and I need to trust that He's gonna be my light in every step of the way. And yes, I will make mistakes, but that's part of growing. That's part of learning. The next thing that we can do to be a better mom is we can look at ourselves. We can go and say, okay, if I expect this of my child, am I actually being an example and stewarding an example of that? If I expect my child to tidy things when they are done, am I tidying things when I am done? If I expect them to keep a clean room, am I keeping a clean room? If I expect them to speak kindly and respectfully to me even when they are mad, is that what I am modeling to them? If I want my child to do their chores joyfully and worshiping unto God, is that what I am doing? Or am I complaining and grumbling and breaking down my home instead of building my home like a wise woman should? So really thinking of this, screen time. Am I modeling a healthy screen time that I expect my child to have? Like, am I telling them only TV on weekends, but I am watching TV or phone like at least 3-4 hours of the day, and whenever they're trying to get my attention, I'm on the phone and they have to tell me, put down your phone all the time? Or am I modeling a healthy relationship? Am I modeling that? And I'm not saying that children and adults have exactly the same limits and exactly the same rules, but are you modeling a healthy and a good habit and a healthy and a good lifestyle that you expect of them? The next thing that I think that we need to think about is remembering that they are kids. Remembering that they should be playing, that they should be pushing boundaries, that they should be learning all these things, that they should be still having tantrums, because that's good for their brain development. It's good for them to work through these things. It's good for them to learn, and it's honestly good for them to mess up sometimes, because first of all, that's a teaching moment, and secondly, it's a sign that the brain is developing. The brain is learning. The brain is trying to figure out what's going on here and trying to work through it, and we should help and guide them through that instead of shaming them, instead of humiliating them, instead of guilt tripping our children. And Something that I've noticed that some parents do, and I myself am definitely guilty of, is wanting your child to feel shame when they do something wrong, like trying to look what you did. This is all because of you. It could be out of your words that you say, or it could be out of the looks that you give them, but kind of like trying to instill shame onto them because of what they did wrong, because of their sin, instead of effect like action, consequence, grace, modeling forgiveness, modeling gentleness and kindness, really embodying like Matthew 7:12, which says, do unto others as you would have been done to you. Are you treating your children in a way that you want God to treat you, in a way that you want your parents to treat you? Are you modeling that? Are you doing that? Are you talking to them and spending time with them the same way that you would like them to when you are old and you miss them and they're out of the house? Are you playing with them enough times in a day that you would want them to connect with you one day? Are you really growing that connection? Are you really feeding and fertilizing that relationship in a way that would still let the connection grow when they are older and want to spend more time away from home? Are they going to want to be with you? Is that the type of mother that you are? And I'm saying all of this, but it's hard. It's so hard. We make mistakes, but we need to trust and pray and ask Jesus to fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps that we are lacking, and believe that He will fill that connection with glue where we are making mistakes, and that we can instill in our kids a heart of forgiveness and grace, so that when we most definitely need it one day or other, that they can give that back to us. A faith that, and a praying warrior, praying mother, where the damage that we are doing to our kids, unknowingly or knowingly, that will heal, and that our relationship will heal, and that God will be their source of healing, their source of life, their source of identity and worth, instead of putting it all on us, instead of trying to be everything, instead of trying to do everything. Like, we need to let the Spirit convict us, let the Spirit lead us, let the Spirit grow us and prune us, but also remember that we need to surrender our children to God and let Him work in them. Let the Spirit work in them, and not take all that responsibility upon ourselves. It's hard being a mom, but it's amazing being a mom. And there's nothing that will grow you and teach you to be more selfless than being a mom. Like, it's a journey, and it's a process, and you need to be willing to succumb to that. You need to not try and stick with your old life. You need to be willing to change into a new person. Be willing to grow into a better mom by starting within. Being a better mom is not fixing your child's behavior first. It's fixing your behavior first, your reactions, your words, your method of thinking, and going from there. And if I can give you a practical thing to work on for the next week, is I want to challenge you with this. Start using yes language. Try to see if you can get through one day without saying the word no. I don't mean like give them everything they want. I mean, choose your words carefully. Okay. And then if you want like a more in-depth video with maybe a few examples, let me know in the comments, and then I'll definitely make like a video on that. But try to use, and this term comes from Tessa Romero, try to use yes language with your kids for one full day. See if you can do it. Challenge yourself. I challenge you to do it with me. And I'd love to hear from you how that goes, and if you succeed. It would be so awesome. So this is gonna be part of a series where I'm gonna walk you through working on yourself so that the end result will be being a better mom. So subscribe, make sure you're subscribed. I'm gonna put everything into a playlist, and then we will grow together. We will grow together to become better moms together. And I'm very excited for this new series. I hope that you are too. So thanks for growing with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.